Tracking developments at City Hall, 3 council members are proposing 10 changes to the city charter that could reshape everything from term limits to how much council members are paid. If approved by council on Tuesday, voters would have the final say this November. Ryan Hopper joins us now to break down some of the biggest proposals. Ryan.
Bill, the city charter is essentially Corpus Christi's local constitution. Like the U.S. Constitution, it can be changed through amendments. The council will consider changes that would extend council terms from 2 years to 4 and increase pay for both the mayor and city council. Tonight, we hear from both sides of this raging debate.
On Tuesday, City Council will consider what could be the biggest changes to the city charter in years, including proposals that will change how long council members serve and how they're paid.
A lot of this is putting the accountability on the elected official. When you have short term limits, a lot of that power shifts to the bureaucrat and not to the elected official. So I want to make sure that there's plenty of time for that elected official to be accountable for their votes.
Hernandez wants 4-year terms, not 2, and increased term limits from 8 to 12 years total, but not for his own sake, as he's termed out. Meanwhile, Roland Barrera, the other termed out councilman, disagrees. He thinks the current 2-year terms makes officials more accountable.
If I'm doing a bad job, then you have 2 years to be able to replace me with somebody who's doing a better one. And as somebody that's been there now for 4 terms, I would think that the majority of the public has been satisfied with the work I've been doing.
He's also against the proposal to raise council members' pay to the federal minimum wage.
Basically, it's community service. It's not a county commission race. It's not necessarily a full-time job. It's not, the level of accountability is completely different.
Hernandez, pointing to historical context, says the current flat rate of $6,000 per year set in the 1980s is outdated.
Instead of having to go back and change the charter with a static number, just tie it to something like the federal minimum wage and then be done with it.
But any changes won't be final unless voters approve them in November.
I trust that ultimately that they're going to make the right decision on whatever we bring forward for them to decide on, just like we do with bond elections.
Mayor Paulette Guajardo sharing a statement with 3 News on these proposals that read in part, quote, "I cannot support an 101% pay increase for city council while they refuse to build a long-term water supply for our community. These proposed charter amendments deserve careful public scrutiny because they raise serious concerns about accountability, compensation, and the process by which they were advanced. I will not be supporting these amendments, and I believe there are legitimate legal questions surrounding them," end quote. For her full statement and more details on these proposals, head to KIIITV.com. Back to you, Bill.